films for the quickest diagnosis. Still the gold standard is to make thick and thin films. For that we need an EDTA blood, which is an anticoagulated blood, but EDTA is better for making the parasites and for making the films than any other sort of anticoagulant. You could also use a finger prick and make a thin and a thick from the finger prick. Open carefully. We're performing this in the class 1 cabinet because of course there may be viruses or other parasites, so everything is performed in the class 1 cabinet. Take a drop of blood, put it on the slide, and then we're going to make a thin film. The reason for using a thin film is because you get one layer thick, and then it's easier to fix the film, and then you can look at the parasites and the shape and the size of the red cell. Remembering of course that every time you make anything you will always label the film. All the films should be air dried, and the thick film should be left for at least 10 to 20 minutes before staining occurs. For the thin film we're going to fix it, and we usually fix it with methanol, and we usually leave it for a minimum of 30 seconds fixing before we then try and stain it. So once it's been fixed for a minimum of 30 seconds, when staining with Giemsa, which we would always do for a non-falciparum, we have 9 ml of buffered water, and it must be buffered at 7.2 pH. In haematology it's usually buffered at 6.8, but for malaria films it must be at 7.2. So I've got 9 ml of buffer. I'm going to take 1 ml of stain. That was great. Mix it together and then use it immediately to stain the slide. You can't use Giemsa that has been made up for any length of time because it starts to deposit, so always make it up fresh when you want to use it, and it must stain for half an hour. So normally at this point you would put on a timer to let you know that to wash it off. Again, tap water can be used to wash it off in a half an hour's time.